What do you want to talk about?
Wrestling and beer.
Why?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling.
Why? Why?
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Why not? Why not?
It's fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking about? Fake? It's not fake.
Fake.
Wrestling's not fake!
Okay, wrestling.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. And I got the wrong logo on the screen there. Let me see if I can change that. We go right one. Anyway, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent. Welcome you to this week's Spot Show live stream. Got to mention it in a post or anything. Sorry, I was not able to do a Dynamite recap this week. Basically, I didn't even get back to the hotel until about 10:30 last night, so I totally missed Dynamite this week. But I will have one next week. But yes, this is Spot Show where we talk about the current stuff and professional wrestling. Speaking of AEW, we'll be doing some AEW All Out Fiction. Not if I'm going to get it yet, but I'm pointing to, yeah, I probably will. A couple people I will let you guys know tomorrow. I'm getting other than that, there's a lot of things to get to, or not a lot of things. I'm going to try to keep it kind of short. I want to jump into things I was going to talk about last week when I had to cancel things to great hotel internet here. This one is kind of gone out on me a couple of times, but I think I did a couple of things to kind of fix that. That's but yeah, that's what the cam can do. The things, but before I get to those other things, I need to do the usual wrap here. Hey, if you're going to this one, do just a normal wrestling fan talk about wrestling, give me that thumbs up button. Also, leave a comment. Are you looking forward to WrestlePalooza or All Out? So, I'm going both. What else? Also, if you're not subscribed yet, click on that subscribe button on your notification bell. If you are joining me live, join me in the chat here to discuss anything you want to discuss, or just be friendly like Karen Poole and Joe King. Karen, give me a wave. Joe. Oh, what's up, Joe? But yeah, yeah, Karen, did that answer your question about the camera? That you can kind of just move it around, but can't take it to the bathroom, will you? That would get you thrown off Facebook Live. That's for that other website. You can do that one. I ain't from Alabama. Just kidding. Anybody from Alabama? It's a joke. West Virginia. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question about the camera. Like I say, you can't. Okay, cool. Will that work out for you? By the way, I don't have the advertising on this laptop. Next Saturday, Kat Karen Poole will be. Well, I'll be a guest on her Facebook Live as we live stream the Georgia Bulldogs. And that's going to be. Oh, we'll probably start it. Get it rolling. Go in the bedroom with you. But yeah, it's going to be. Camera's going to have to get the room area in front of TV and stuff like that. We'll get somebody to. One of your other guests, camera person, to turn around on you. But yeah, hopefully that will that does answer your. So yeah, there's I'm really a week behind on any kind of wrestling news and stuff like that. So I'm going to kind of briefly talk about stuff I was going to talk about last week. Get started here. First things first. Let's get some well wishes to Jerry the King Lawler. He suffered a third stroke. Um, he- I think it was his daughter that went public with it. Stroke. But and yeah, and it's kind of scary. He's stroke number 3. Just one heart. And a guy his age, he I would imagine he's still likes young girls or younger women. Younger women. Uh, his age, anything past 40. Anyway, but yeah, well wishes to Jared Lawler. Huge fan of Jared Lawler back in the day, back in Memphis, Championship Wrestling Association or the Continental Wrestling Association, and went to USW. Always Memphis Wrestling. Always talk about learned that Brian Danielson is now full-time commentator for AEW now. AEW President Tony Khan has confirmed that Brian Danielson will now be a full-time commentator for AEW. This news was revealed by Khan in a post on Twitter and later expanded upon during his appearance on Battleground podcast. Khan explained that Danielson on television. And thankfully, he's got a very intelligent insight, things to say when he does talk. Come on now. I think my spin around. Do the spin around myself. And we're back, folks. Khan added that Danielson's performance exceeded expectations and made the decision an easy one. Really thought Brian would be a great part of the commentary team, and he did a fantastic job on Forbidden Door. So I talked him into maybe after this promotional tour of Australia was complete. Brian joined us on Wednesday, and it worked out perfect. He'll be joining us tomorrow night uh, on Wednesday night, Dynamite, as a host, a commentator, providing his really valuable insights into pro wrestling. I think it's great. Anytime we're able to bring on Brian Danielson to do anything in AEW, but especially to provide very intelligent insight commentary on pro wrestling. That's the great thing about AEW that we have now with Brian Danielson as a host on Wednesday nights. Dynamite. But yeah, of course, last week's Dynamite, I did watch that one, and Brian Danielson was on commentary. I thought he did a pretty good job. The few times he did like the little guest commentary job where he had to kind of be serious, especially like around when he retired and stuff like that. His first retirement in WWE, I thought he did a pretty good job. And that analyst, the color commentator, the former wrestler, former athlete, talking about the sport, I thought he did pretty good at it. And last week I thought he did pretty good. Didn't overshadow anybody. It wasn't really overshadowed by Jazz even. Um, Heck, I almost think can we just not as caliber up there and just have Brian Danielson be a great person and the serious play-by-play guy, and Jazz being the kind of color guy. I think that would work out great. As far as especially both of them, I think Jazz does a great job on commentary. Brian Danielson did a pretty good job as well. So yeah, just three's a crowd sometimes. You don't need three people in commentary. I don't think so. But I'm pretty sure Excalibur ain't got to worry about. He's got to do something really stupid to get fired. Make sure I don't have any. Hey, I'm still good. Yeah, I'm still here. All right. Also, last week we learned Wardlow is injured yet again. Wardlow's much hyped AEW return was met to be a fresh start after more than a year away, but instead it was quickly turned to another setback on September 8th edition of the Wrestling Observer Radio. Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez pectoral muscle shortly after coming back, an injury that could keep him sidelined at least 6 to 8 months. Yeah, felt you what. Excuse me. Well, I tell you what, more impact. That's like 6 to 8 months, more probably. Meltzer said, pointing out the seriousness of the situation. Alvarez added that AEW is still unsure whether the injury is a full or partial tear, but either way, the former TNT champion is out of action for the foreseeable future. I did hear from one person that they weren't sure the severity of it. So I don't know if it's a full tear or just a partial tear, but he's definitely tore his pec and he's going to be gone for a little while. Meltzer went further saying the surgery is likely even in the case of a partial tear. They don't know the severity of it, but he's going to need stretched into the summer. So yeah, man, I feel bad for the guy, I first seen him before he was getting bit by the injury bug. Not a potential guy that's big, that big, that size, tall, uh, pretty well built, can move, very athletic, and then look like somebody who could have been in WWE and probably he looks like that for the AE or excuse me WWE star. But sometimes some of these athletes, I mean, you see it in all pro sport. I mean, potential, then all of a sudden, man, they can't. It's like even if they take 2 steps, they break the foot. A sprained ankle, taking 1 step, and or pitchers know that they'll pitch and just throw one pitch and oh, I go back. It's Tommy John's surgery. I forgot his name. Uh, he was a pretty good pitcher. We got him on free agency. I can't think of his name now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Maybe somebody in the chat or comments later on can remind me. But yeah, it's kind of turned into Warlow who. Yeah, maybe he was like the bodyguard for MJF. Uh, like I said, he's a former TNT champion. And I wouldn't say they were great match with Powerhouse Hobbs. Uh, kind of, I mean, you got two green guys who are that big and kind of thrown out there with, yeah, it didn't, but, but yeah, yeah, like, hopefully maybe work out. He can put this one behind him. I'm not sure how old I don't think he's that old. I don't think he's near 30 yet. But maybe maybe this time they stitch him back up and band-aid him and wherever they have to do, and he can get back in there and maybe realize his potential. Now that was a few things from last week. Was I know he's back. We'll be talking more about Twitter for the rest of the show, but but yeah, let's go and talk about that. Home run and all that. We'll talk about that. Anyway, we do got two, well, a pay-per-view and a premium event coming up this weekend. It seems like AEW, they're putting on one. WWE, you know what? Put one out. And of course, this week, this will be the first. More on that a little bit later. But yeah, AEW, they are having their all out pay per view in Toronto, Canada. I have no problem with it. I mean, it seems to be fine. Um, some people might have their own little quirks about it, but hey, they're trying to do the best they can, you know. Nobody wants to dig on I dig on Amazon. I think they do have screen extenders or things you can put for your laptop video. Anyway, so yeah, it takes place in Toronto. So uh, spend too much time dwelling on who might win, not lose. It's I'm kind of wing it this time. Wing the predictions this week. So, the 0 hour matches. One will be a 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl. It is they'll have Harley Cameron, Mina Shirakawa, Queen Amanana, and Willow Nightingale versus Megan Bain, Penelope Ford, and the Triangle of Madness, Julia Hart and Guy Salute. Man, people really dig Holly Quinn or Holly Quinn, Holly Cameron. Gosh, I'm screwing up on all the names this week. I say her team's going to win. I'll pick oh, come on. To point out that somebody's not in this match. Yeah, I'm going to pick the team with Holly Cameron, Mina Shirakawa, Queen Amanada, and Willow Nightingale. I believe they'll win in this match. And another Garcia versus Katsuri Shibata. They just turned Daniel Garcia heel. I guess he's part of the Death Riders. I give him a win on this one since he just did change from babyface to heel, so need to put a little bit of momentum behind that one. So I do think Daniel Garcia will win this one. And in our and in our third and final pre-show match, buy-in, 0 hour, whatever they want to call it. Tailgate, whatever they're calling it. It is the Ops, Samoa Joe, and Powerhouse Hobbs versus the Work Horsemen, Anthony Henry and J.D. Drake. Seeing these guys perform separately before they really became a tag team, and Anarchy Wrestling. Seeing tapes of them when they were, I got the name of it, is it PCW or PWA or something like that in the Carolinas. Take the tag team, JD Drake. If you look at him, looks can be deceiving because that dude can move. His stuff looks pretty good as well. And what can you say about Anthony Henry? Heck of a talent. When like I said, he was in Anarchy. Had a feud with Davey Young, his real life father-in-law. And of course, he was playing the heel and did a fantastic job doing that. There was, if you've seen it, go watch the feud, go watch the match. Yeah, nobody was going to be cheering for heel Anthony Henry that night. I don't think anybody did because Davey Young was such a popular name in NWA Wildside when it was in Cornelia. So when he did a few shots here and there for Anarchy Wrestling, yeah, he wasn't going to be a heel in Cornelia if he tried. But yeah, I'm going with the Ops on this one. I'm glad to see it. Hopefully, because I know they've been doing Ring of Honor a few times. They came to Atlanta. I know Henry wrestled a couple matches. I think they wrestled a match together. One that shows, I do believe, and I remember correctly, and it was under Ring of Honor, and hey, they got all this talent, new talent. They could be used to some good up here or on the main. So just kind of people under and not develop them. That's one of my knocks on AEW. Really don't let's see, what's the word I just said a while ago? Develop young talent. you're there. I have you. Okay, yay. This, of course, brings us to the main card. Of course, the match, I think everybody's, especially everybody in Toronto, I would think, it is Adam Copeland, or Cope, or as some of you fans of the WWE, Edge, teaming up with his childhood friend, Christian Cage, or shout out Christian. They will be taking on FDR, Cash Wheeler, and Harwood. They are managed by Stokely. Man, I'm going to let the hometown boys lose on this one. So, um, this. I mean, this is I think just one match, so I think they can put some legs and stretch the feet a little longer in just one match. So I'll say Adam Copeland and Cage will take the first one in their hometown. Then they'll probably do like another match, maybe on Dynamite or something like that. And FDR being the heels, they'll screw him over, and then they'll have like a third match, some kind of gimmick match or something like that. And whoever wins that match. I think Adam Copeland and Christian Cage will kind of stay together, win this feud, and go after the tag belt. Who wins. It really matters. I can see it happening, but if the fans are really into it, I see them, keep teaming and stuff like that. Or since FDR is kind of the young team, them put over FDR in like the final match, whatever gimmick match they come up with, and they'll win out the feud. That way they can maybe push back into the tag team title picture. Who knows? I will say, even though they have quirky ways of doing things, I do like how AEW does put a lot of emphasis in it. Kind of, even though they got a ton of belts, that's a knock because you can't really. Kind of hard to make them seem important if everybody has one, but sometimes they do things to make championships feel just they need to kind of like maybe eliminate one or two more, maybe. Taking a Hope and Cage on that one. So we got the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and MVP versus Ricochet and Gates of Agony, Bishop Khan, and Toa Leona. I'm really hoping that. Not a fan of Ricochet, but I do like Gates of Agony. The few times that I've done AEW Dynamite recaps and stuff like that, and the Gates of Agony were on the card and wrestled. I'm kind of high on this tag team. I think they're really good. Bishop Khan and Toa Leona. Um, um, this is one of those I don't really feel that. I kind of hope they do win, even though Ricochet is on that team. Ricochet is really annoying. Since he came to AEW with promos and whatever. Cringe. But I'm going to pick them because hello, Brenda Watson. I'm going to pick them because I wish that AEW does something with this tag team. I can see. Yeah, like hopefully they'll win. Just hoping they do so engaging. I do like them as a tag. I mean, they've been there long enough. Do something with them, or this is where you kind of feel like guys are talented. I'm not going to do nothing with you, so maybe TNA might do something with you, or WWE might want to do something with you. Uh, hopefully, like I said, like the Ricochet is on that team. I'm kind of hoping to take the back and win. And we got Mercedes Monet versus Riho, a singles match for the TBS Championship. I think this is pretty much a no-brainer as well. This is pretty much a no-brainer. Mercedes going to win this one. Then we got a coffin match. Tom Moxley versus Darby Allin. Yes, this will definitely be your blood and guts, and well, at least one of your blood and guts matches. I think we got one more, to deal with, but it is John Moxley. We're gonna get color from him. You got Darby Allin. He's gonna do some crazy shit. Um, man, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing Darby Allin win just to get a little bit of revenge. I think this should have been the Darby and uh, Castagnoli in this match instead of Castagnoli and Allen in a match on Dynamite. I think this could have been since as far as Darby's attention being focused on anybody on the Death Riders, it was kind of on Castagnoli and vice versa. Just to kind of stay on him out, make sure he was hurt and all that. I think Moxley's going to win, but this is called Darby Allin winning this one. Nah. Dang. Hard here. Hard to pinpoint this one down. We'll just do the safe bet. We'll call it we'll just call it John Moxley. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do let Darby Allin win this. He's just coming back from the Mount, Mount Everest and all that. So this is but we'll do the safe bet. Now this match should have been, again, I think this match should have been on the last pay. Then this pay-per-view, he would go up against Adam Page. But because they were trying to build this up, and now it's here, I guess. But it's MJF versus Mark Briscoe in a tables and thumbtack match. Tell you what, let's not do the safe bet. We'll call this one Mark Briscoe. And the safe bet will be MJF winning, because I guess he's going to be. He's got he's still got the contract on the clipboard, which originally he can cash it in anytime, but now I think they got the new rule now. So, hey, if you do try to cash it in, when and where and the safe bet there would be MJF, because they're trying to filling up the title. But so last match I went with the safe bet, John Moxley. This one did not safe bet. Mark Briscoe. Yeah, but wait, there's more. So we got a four-way match for the AEW Women's World Championship. The champion, Thomas Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Kia. Well, if they were going to change the championship, I know it's not going to be Chris Statlander. I'm sorry. I think they killed a lot of her momentum when they turned her heel. Then 2 straight losses against Mercedes Moné. That's just my opinion. It kind of killed that momentum. The Kia, I remember they did it lights on, lights off, lights on thing with her, and nobody cared. Jamie Hayter, she had her own thing going there for a while, but now she's kind of Dollar Tree Becky Lynch now. So I just can't really see any of those women taking a title off of her unless they do like the Tony Storm's not going to be involved, and Jamie Hayter, beat either the Black Widow or Chris Statlander. Yeah, this Tony Storm. It's kind of lined up that way. Hayter's probably going to be concentrate on the other lady, like the Chris Statlander. I don't see her being champion. I think that turning her heel and even teasing her being a heel again, for whatever reason. Then the 2 straight losses to Mercedes Moné, or excuse me, Mercedes Money. Whatever they're supposed to call them. Next up, we got a match for the W World Championship. Champion He-Man versus television, or excuse me, TNT champion Al Fletcher. Yeah, it's. I done told my brothers like because I told them I was thinking about getting it. I was like, yeah, they got a lot of matches on this card, so I want to get you a bucket of chicken. uh, but not sure what time it starts, but it's going to go past. I think WrestlePalooza is supposed to start at, which means I got to have other TV on. Or just watch WrestlePalooza on Sunday morning. Because, I don't know. This will be the first time on ESPN. Anyway, either way. I think Kyle Fletcher is a star in the making, but not. He's going to be the world champion in the making, but not right. I'll say Heyman wins this one. Like that. If you watch my time out recap show last week, I mentioned when they was doing that promo against little face to face they did last not last Wednesday's Dynamite. Kyle Fletcher came out in a suit, talked slowly, eloquently. Oh God, this is especially with that Australian accent. When he wants to do that accent when he's like wants to scream and be loud. Sounds almost like taking that accent and kind of just yeah, just regular talk, you uh, professionally, eloquently, and all that. Like I said, kind of like a Nick Botwinkle would talk. He would talk kind of, especially if he had and he was being real smart too. I'll add that to it. So yes, I think if they go that go that route with him. And also, he was wearing a suit. He has no socks. Fans tortured him by wearing no socks. Uh, I don't know what the deal with that is. Kind of hard not to notice. A lot of these people want to wear suits and those, the flashy shoes with no socks. Anyway, but but yeah, I think Kyle Fletcher could be your main event heel, world champion heel, but not right now. So going with Hangnail Adam. Also, part of the stipulations on this match, if any member of the Don Callis family, Kyle Fletcher will be disqualified and stripped of his AEW TNT. Back in the deck there. Wait, there's more. I thought that was the main event, didn't you? Well, I mean, it might be the main event, but I just kind of copy and pasted Wikipedia to get all this. Let's see. For the AEW Unified Championship 3-way, it is the champion Kazuchika Okada versus uh, Kensuke Takeshita versus Mascara Daraba, whatever, Libre. This is going to be a 3-way match for that one. I honestly, why's that third person in there? Don't need to be in there. I don't get it. Takeshita Okada, I'm sold. Why is this third fucker in there? I have no idea. Since the third person's in there, I'm going, I think I just answered my own question. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if Okada wins, but I'm going to go with Takeshita. And of course, he's going to pin the luchador. Because they're recently the Continental Championship tournament again. He was, and I think he did. I think he lost somebody on collision. So, and of course, he wound up winning the tournament in the end anyway. So, does it really matter? But yeah, I'm saying if anybody does win, yeah, I mean, if they have big plans for Kyle, yeah, shouldn't have this match. They should have had the match. Just get out of the way, but and then let MJF and Anna Page be on this pay per view. But like I don't. I mean, personally, I feel Fletcher's going to be that dude. But right now, he's in like he's like they've been building up. in AEW, having them head to head. I'm still here. I missed Pete or Dynamite every time this stuff. And hey, I might be out. And up. But I don't know. I don't write it. Up. Okay. Oh, I'm will be the this is definitely be the piss break match here for me. I'm never been a Katie Kingston fan, so this will be uh yeah, take a piss, bathroom break, get a drink, maybe get a snack. Maybe get a snack. But it's gonna be Eddie Kingston versus Big. I'd rather see Big Bill win this, but Kingston, he's just one of those guys I just don't get. I mean, for sure he might be a nice guy. And everything, but I'm just not a fan at all. And I'm pretty sure this ain't gonna be the last match of the night, but copy and paste them from Wikipedia. This is the last match to mention. It is a four-way for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. The champions Brody King and Bandito. Bandito also is your Ring of Honor champion. He'll be taking on Young Buck, Jet Speed, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Bailey. Along also, they'll be facing the Don family, uh, Hero and Josh Alexander. A four-way ladder match. That's the ladder part. Be a four-way ladder match. The Young Bucks in there. I guess the smart money would be the Young Bucks. But they are been pimping the hell out of the you know what? You know, you got all these matches on here. Let's not do the safe bet again. For shits and giggles. Not a fan of them. They're that don't like them, but don't hate them. They're just there for me. That's Jet Speed. So and they've been kind of pumping them up last few months, it seems like. So ladder match that that's straight up their alley. So or seems to be a match straight up their alley. You know, the high line just taken, along with the Young Bucks. But yeah, I'm gonna say finally Jet Speed wins the tag team title here on Dynamite next week. Come out, whatever, they'll get the you deserve a chance and stuff like that. So, like I said, nothing yet. Like I said, it's not that I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. Don't don't like. I mean, I don't like them. It's just there. I mean, they're just there. Well, let's see. Speak to you this way: if they were going up against a, if they were probably going against say Eddie Kingston and Big Bill, Big Bill and Kingston were a tag team against uh Jet Speed, I probably root for Jet Speed or take a bathroom break, but like, hey, yeah, let's go Jet Speed. Um, but if they were against a Swerve Strickland and or if they were against the Hurt Business, of course, for Jet Speed. That makes sense. In other words, there's people, a lot of people way more do Jet Speed. There's people just way more. So, but yeah, I don't say they don't pull the upset off. Come on, folks, let them get there. You just and like I said, there's another big event this weekend. The WWE is having a premium live event called WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis. This is the first premium live event that's going to be on ESPN on the app. Like I said, I do believe that if you got cable, I believe if you got Sling or something like that, and download the ESPN app, all you got to do is say, yeah, I got ESPN through cable, satellite, Sling, whatever. And it's not going to cost you anything. If you don't have cable or anything, and you want the ESPN app to watch things, then so be it. If you have like Disney Plus, see, earlier this year I got the package of Disney Plus, Hulu, and Mac or HBO Max. They were all in the bundle, and I'm like, sure, I mean, go ahead, cancel this and that. But I noticed on the like when you go on the Disney Plus app, they do got a section of ESPN. Is that would I be able to watch WrestlePalooza through that? I wonder. Hmm. Which means I can just cancel. I can just cancel my work one again. And we're back. Um, but they asked me. I don't have cable. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, if I get Sling, well, never mind. Plus, get Sling and pay the same amount and have a different account. I think on Sling I get doesn't I forgot what channel it's called now, but I think with the Sling I can have the channel that has TNA on it. Or at least attempt to watch, well, at least attempt to watch TNA on it. And we're back. But yeah, I think it has. But yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah, but if you have critical is Okay. I'm going to copy and paste this. All right. So I did some Googling, and can you read that pretty good? Did you? Yeah, I might have to comment on that. So anyway, I did. My Google question was, if you have ESPN as part as your cable or TV package, do you still have to pay for ESPN app? It says no, you do not always have to pay extra for the ESPN app. A Sling TV, okay, a Sling TV package with ESPN. You may need to check your provider to confirm. Some Sling TV subscribers might need to get full ESPN streaming service for an additional cost, as ESPN's new direct consumer service is not initially available to all providers, including Sling TV. Okay, this is telling about Sling TV. might go back. Go to your account settings or contact TV Sport to see if your current package includes this in out. So it just says, let me go again. According to this, that I asked if you have ESPN as part of your cable, do you still have to pay? It says, according to Google, do you no, you do not have to pay for the ESPN app if you already have cable subscription that includes ESPN, as you can log in and au- authenticate your cable provider to stream the content included in your package at no extra charge. However, some features and content within the new ESPN direct to consumer service, particularly the premium ESPN Unlimited tier, might not be immediately available to all cable subscribers, but are expected to become available over time. So that might be why you might have other how to access content with a cable subscriber. Download the ESPN app. Get the official ESPN app on your preferred device. Select your provider. When prompted, select your cable or streaming provider from the list. Log in. Enter your TV provider's credentials, username, and password to authenticate your account. Stream content. You can stream the ESPN content that is included in your cable. So it might be. So that's what it says according to Google. Things to keep in mind: provider participation, the ability to, while any major providers offer this, some like Comcast and Xfinity have been working service, offers additional content and feature service, offers additional content and features such as the ESPN Unlimited tier, cable range of content through the new app may be rolled out over time for all subscribers. Standalone subscriptions, if your provider doesn't offer full access or you want to watch content not included on your TV package, you can still opt to standalone ESPN DTC subscription. So now, maybe I shouldn't close that. So yeah, it looks like so it might be. I don't know if Press Blues is supposed to be. I should have done that. Cool. The hell. I don't know what. Find something more. I make sure I don't pick an article that has a bunch of bugs. ESPN clarifies and updates who will have access to WrestlePlus on Saturday through their existing service. Okay. ESPN will stream WrestlePalooza this Saturday, the first WWE PLE, as part of the new 5-year ESPN partnership. Most, but not all, existing ESPN customers will have blah, blah, blah. that do not offer the ability. Okay, so if you got Comcast Xfinity, you will not have the ability to validate the ESPN Unlimited app as part of the paid subscription that includes the linear ESPN channel. ESPN's cable channels on Saturday night will be airing live college football games, not WWE's PLE. To see WrestlePalooza, a viewer must watch on the ESPN app on their TV, such as Roku or Smart TV interface or mobile device. The destination point for ESPN is to allow anyone who pays for the access to the linear ESPN channels through the cable-like service to be able to validate that subscription within ESPN app on the mobile device or smart TV and thus gain access to ESPN app without paying an additional fee. DirecTV, Fubo, Hulu Live, and Geos allow for that already, as do some cable systems. Other customers, including those of YouTube TV, Dish, Sling, and Comcast, among others, don't have the option set up yet. Some viewers will have to use an existing. Okay, if I already had the ESPN Plus or ESPN Disney Plus Hulu subscription, access that is an increase of many. That is an increase of what many WWE fans were used to paying for Peacock. The previous WWE PLE distributor Peacock, most instances cost less than $10 a month during the time period that offered WWE. So I mean, if you had Red TV, you should be fine. If you have Fubo, you should be fine. If you got Hulu Live, I know anybody's got Hulu Live. And what the hell is Geo? I have to take a picture of this. I have to like kind of take on, keep it in and out. So we finally so I take it you guys got Xfinity or Comcast now, right? Right, Joe? So yeah, you're gonna be screwed. Anyway, so now we solved that mystery again. After we were told when this deal was done. So yeah, I would say more, it was a partnership, I guess. Or like Stephanie McMahon saying, get yourself a VPN and get you if you have a Netflix account, sign in to Netflix in Sweden or in England. Yeah. Stephanie McMahon even said, we got on one, whatever show she was on, she said, I just get a VPN. That didn't make ESPN happy on or Disney happy at all. But anyway, yeah, let's go through this card right quick, give some predictions. So, and they already announced the first match of the night will be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's barely there. It's not like he would be um, passing his torch or anything. So I think he'll make the fans a little happy because this is not his home match, of course. But Lesnar might be there now. I think he did sign a new deal from what I heard, but I don't think it. Not sure if it was a credible side or anything like that later. I apologize. I mean, even if he did, it's like he's gonna be there now, and maybe won't see him again until WrestleMania. I'm talking about Brock. I think John Cena will probably win this one. Then we got tag team action here. We got the Usos, Jay and Jimmy Uso versus the Vision, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. I'm gonna go with Breaker and Reed on this one. Supposedly the rumor and innuendo is the Vision will be getting a new member. Of course, that member might be LA Knight. If not LA Knight interfering, maybe Paul Lee comes back and wreaks havoc somehow. Or they might get another member, and who knows who that might be. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Vision on this one. For the vacant WWE Women's World Championship, it's Io Sky versus Stephanie McMahon. This is kind of a hard one. I like to see Io win it. Nothing against Stephanie. I like Stephanie, but not sure she's quite ready for that yet. But I think this is going to be one of those where they're going to kind of use this match as a storytelling angle. So somehow I think Asuka and Kairi Sane cost Io Sky, and then Stephanie Vancouver wins. I mean, she'll win it this time. It'll be great. Then might not be a long reign, just be kind of a short reign. But then once she kind of like gets a little more, I mean, she got support now, but I'm talking about a little more support and fan support and the company behind her and everything. Then we'll definitely see Stephanie as a main singles champion again. Just to kind of officially turn Asuka heel against Io Sky. So I think that's how this is going to work out. But I'd love to see Io win it, get another match for Rhea. That would be awesome. But Stephanie, I might put on Stephanie, kind of a not really transitional thing. Since, the reason we're having this match where Jimmy Uso ended Naomi's reign thanks to some Netflix and chill. But as if Naomi was in here, then Naomi would win this match. But, I think they're going to push the Asuka, official Asuka heel change in this match. Next up, we got for the WWE Undisputed Championship, the champion Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre. Should be a dandy of a match, I think. I think Cody wins this one. I don't know. I mean, this. I want to say this is a no-brainer, but I mean, I wouldn't be totally shocked if Drew did win. But I say Cody wins this one. And last but not least, the Dream Mixed Tag Team match of the century. It's CM Punk and AJ Lee versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Like I said, mixed tag team action. I don't know. This is kind of a hard one to decide today. I'm not sure if this is going to be the main event. Um, I mean, I think a lot of depends. A lot of this, I think, will depend on what comes out with the USO match. But again, this is one of those. I think the safe bet will be CM Punk and AJ Lee. That way, everybody's happy. But I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch on this one. I mean, they might do obviously probably going to cheat to win, but nevertheless, a win is a win, right? Yeah, yeah, if I got Comcast, y'all have to wait. Or like Stephanie McMahon said, you're gonna have to get a VPN. Anyway, yeah, I hate to get some quick predictions and then scram, but it is kind of not really late in the night, but gotta start packing up and get some stuff ready because I get to head home tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow night is Wrestling Gold Friday night, and what did I say? I did got something planned, but what did I say I was going to check? Really? I thought Bronson did pretty decent in that match. I mean, dude came off it as a monster, man. I mean, he's big boy did a suicide dive. Yeah, I don't know. He's getting a little bit better in his promos. I mean, like I said, he's not the unless something changes, he's going to be the second tier champion or something like that, probably multiple times. They get some tag team partners with him and stuff like that. He'll be that guy, but unless something happens, he gets this huge support stuff like that. That can change, but right now I think I mean Braun Breaker's the guy. It's going to be future main event world champion stuff like that, not Bronson Reed. But I will say that match is probably one of I think Bronson did a very good job. Again, my opinion, my 2 cents. But what I was going to check out. They don't knock me off. Oh yes, we will be watching Miss South Wrestling tomorrow night from September 20th, 1984. I think it's been a spell since we checked out the Mid South. So that will be tomorrow on Wrestling Gold Friday Night. Of course, Wrestling Gold Friday Night is where we talk about the good old days of professional wrestling, back when wrestling was wrestling and wrestling was real. Because damn it, it's still real. And don't forget next Saturday. I do believe I'm having Karen come over tomorrow. maybe she'll share her link to her Facebook. This will be her Facebook live. I'll be a guest on it, like on or talking about or live streaming the Georgia Alabama game. He's very excited about it. So I'd love to see as many people can jump over there and kind of she gives this shot. And she's a big boy. So you Alabama fans, don't be too mean on. Anyway, that's all I got for this evening. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Don't forget to help your boy out. Take, comment, subscribe, share with friends. Get to share with friends too. This has been fun. I do love doing this, and but need to get support behind it. I like this shit. Yeah, I still have more fun maybe. Anyway, I'm really just traveling right now. I am. So anyway, yeah. Folks have a good one. Oh, I have Cody with a good wrestling app that I really want to. So you think they'll build the? Do you download it? You might have to research it, but I think you can download like a free VPN. I'm not. Sorry, folks, breaking the fourth wall here. I hope he doesn't ask me about VPN. At one time, I did download a VPN, and I got really confused by the whole experience. Anyway, that's the comment. Yeah, I don't use Cody anymore. You're not supposed to see, Cody's like Fight Club. So first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk. Maybe VPN is supposed to be the same thing. Like that, that's Stephanie McMahon recommendation. Not mine. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to call it a night here, get things packed up, ready to go. You folks have a good one. Be safe. And until next time.
So long from the peach state of Georgia.
Ronald Ray here saying thank you for checking out my video. If you don't mind, go ahead and click that thumbs up button, leave a comment, and share this video with family and friends. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe to RP2 Vision, where I cover the sport of professional wrestling from yesterday to today. Now don't forget to click the notification bell as well, so you'll be notified when my other weekly content is available, like wrestling trivia.